Hey everyone, welcome to another video. In today's video, I'd really love to actually take a bit of a deep dive into kind of not only like the astrological placement that we're in or energetic themes and qualities, but I'd like to take a deep dive into some of the ritual and journaling practices and guided meditation and really offer this as a kind of complete workshop style integrated activation and exploration of this really potent time we're in with this Aries full moon. And I think just off the back of the eclipse portal that we're still coming and feeling coming out of and feeling the effects and residual ripples of this eclipse portal and doorway and cycle that we've just been through in terms of releasing. But then also, as we come into this cycle of spring, where we are here in Australia in the Southern Hemisphere, this spring energy and equinox is also this rebirth energy. As we come out of the sort of cave of the winter time, we our seeds are starting to germinate and grow. And this is this beautiful time of initiation and activation and that spark of fire that is the catalyst for transformation. And that's what's beautiful about this Aries full moon, uh, because Aries is the beginning of the zodiac. So it's just almost magnifying this rebirth, new life, new initiation, the catalyst, the sort of creative spark of inspiration, so to speak, that is that new dawn energy, that fresh new life that has like this power of potential held within it, that is not yet in the manifest world, but is like this kind of container of potential that we can activate and that we can help to harness and actually cultivate with this, with our rituals and our meditations and this really harnessing this cycle of where we're at in the wheel of the year right now. So it's very potent. And full moon energy is also about coming to the culmination and completion of things. We come to the end of the cycle that is the fullness, the fruition, the revelation of this of the shadows or revelations, the illumination of what this cycle has come to. And then we're able to release that and let that go as we come into this new cycle. So it's a really interesting creative time. It's this beautiful, powerful, creative energy. And so I'd like to really activate that and take you through some different journaling things, some questions, and a deep dive into this meditation and creative visualization to really start to ignite the power within us and activate our solar plexus and our personal power and our integrity in standing tall in what it is that we really value and believe in. So let me just see if I've covered some of these, the symbolism of the energy of Aries. It's this initiation, the ram, and marks the beginning of the astrological year, initiation. And it's a really courageous, bold energy that allows us to step into this power of leadership because it takes courage to be the initiator of things, or even this energy of like being an outlier or a revolutionary or a pioneer in something. It takes courage to step into that role of a leader and as a creative as well. So it's about action and leadership, and it's very much based in the self and the identity that I myself, this energy that is encapsulated in the body awareness and that self-awareness of who we are in our individual identities. And so it's about that independence and that pioneering spirit of exploration and adventure as you sort of are about to embark on your new journey on this next cycle and this next phase ahead. as the kind of captain of your own ship, so to speak. You look out across the terrain of your territory or of your as yet unmapped journey ahead. And so, as we look ahead into this place of unknown and mystery, it takes courage to be on the frontiers and be at the forefront of that level of inquiry and that level of um, exploration and investigation into the self. And so there's also this energy of vitality that's rising with this sort of fire and solar plexus energy that we can really strongly start to cultivate and ground ourselves in the integrity and the awareness of this strength that we hold within our own bodies, that energy of vital essence, that life force energy that we have this spark within us that then we can start to move forwards to cultivate. And so it's about finding our passion and our drive and our purpose and this rebirth, emergence, and awakening. So the Aries energy says, I am. And that inner knowing, that inner sense of self is, yeah, it's about coming into alignment and standing tall and firm, not in not in like an aggressive confrontational way, but just in a calm, assertive, collected way of this inner knowing and this inner sense of understanding of your inner being. So I'd like to take us through a few different offerings and guided activations and questions for this process of self-inquiry. So we're going to start with a little bit of breath work actually to really just again ground us, but also reset the nervous system, but also activate. So we're going to do a little bit of breath of fire. And if you don't know what the breath of fire is, I'll guide you through, I'll show you, demonstrate what the breath of fire is. Um, so as we get into the guided meditation, I will sort of activate the breath of fire and demonstrate how that works. But what I'd like to do is just ground us first in the here and now and sort of set the scene and set the space for this guided meditation experience. So, welcome, welcome to this guided journey for this beautiful Aries full moon energy. Um, Find yourself in a comfortable seated position or laying down somewhere where you won't be disturbed. And start to close your eyes and allow your body to settle. Just come into the present moment awareness of the here and now. You can start to take awareness of your breath and start to slow your breathing. Start to elongate your breath in through the nose. A gentle sigh out the mouth. Again, just take yourself through a few breath cycles in this very slow, relaxed, conscious, intentional manner. And let anything from the day just release and fall away. Feel the support of the earth beneath you. This is Grandmother Earth holding you, rooting you, grounding you in this sacred moment. And above you, feel the vastness of the cosmos and the full moon energy and the spirit of Aries. That cosmic spark pouring light into the space. And we'll begin this visualization and meditation by calling in the directions and the Great Spirit. So we begin by honoring the Great Spirit, the eternal fire of creation, that life force energy. Imagine a great hearth flame glowing at the center of your circle, of our circle. This is the sacred fire that lives within every beating heart, every star, every sunrise. Silently or aloud, we can welcome and call in the spirit of the east and the element of air. This is the springtime energy, this energy of rebirth and initiation. It is the time of Ostara, the spring equinox, that essence of dawn, the fresh new beginnings, clarity, ideas, inspiration, communication, breath. With the air, we get this flowing element of movement. It is the season of renewal, rebirth, awakening, planting seeds, and calling in fresh visions, planting powerful intentions for us on this journey. From there, we call in the energy of the north and the element of fire. This powerful, fierce energy, this active energy of the summer and the litha or summer solstice. This is our full power, our vitality, this expansive, creative energy, this solar life force energy of joy, transformation. It is the height of our life force, and it is the time of peak performance. A time for celebration, abundance, movement, and honoring that fire within. From the north, we come to the spirit of the west and the element of earth. Here, excuse me, we come into the spirit of west and we come into the element of water. This is the autumn energy. This is the Mabon autumn equinox. And here we come into this emotional, intuitive world where we get to reflect and observe the turning of the wheel of the year, where we release and let go of the things that no longer serve. It is also a time of harvest, of gratitude, of acknowledgement and letting go. The flowing waters of the heart and this deep inner subconscious dreaming world of visions and psychic intuition. And then as we come into the realm of the south, we draw in the element of earth and the spirit of winter. Here we have Yule and the winter solstice. It is a time of deep rest, of grounding, of regeneration and gestation. Here we connect in with our ancestors, the stillness, the deep roots, a time of darkness, gestation, and inner wisdom. This is the earth's dreaming time. And at the center, we call in the spirit or the ether and the great spirit. This is the sacred axis. This is our connection to source energy, the unity of all elements and all consciousness. This is the balance point of the wheel of the year and a place of integration and wholeness. Here We can also connect in with our ancestors and our guides and the ancestors and spirits of the land and of the country in which you call home. We acknowledge all of the Indigenous elders and ancestors and spirits in the territories, in the country, and welcoming in all of our own ancestors, our well ancestors of blood and spirit, those who walked before us and lit the path of courage. All the guides and guardians, seen and unseen, who walk with us now. Feel their presence gathering around you like a protective, loving circle. And visualize them. Place one hand on your shoulder. And as they place their hand on your shoulder, their ancestors place their hands on their shoulders. And on it goes, connecting us all in this sacred lineage. And now we come to this breath of fire activation. So we're going to activate our solar plexus chakra just above the navel. This is the seat of our personal power. And so if you've never done breath of fire before or haven't seen this, it's a gentle but controlled pulsing breath. So it's rapid, even inhales and exhales through the nose. And we pump the belly with each breath, like a bellows feeding a flame. So I'll demonstrate like this. And so I'm going to let you continue this on for 30 seconds to a minute or so to activate your body and activate this fire within your own body and your own vessel. So you can continue this breath of fire. And you can even, if you like, you can pause this video and practice this breath of fire for a couple of minutes or so and just feel your body and its own limitations. Don't push yourself too far beyond your limitations. And let this breath awaken the inner spark, that fire, the sacred flame within you. If at any time it feels too intense, just return to slow, steady breathing. And you can sense a golden sun igniting inside your core, warming and strengthening and expanding, rippling outwards into the ether. And when you're ready, come back to a state of slow, steady rhythm as we begin our journey into the fire. With eyes closed, imagine a path leading to a great ceremonial fire beneath the luminous Aries moon. The night air is crisp with possibility. You step forward and feel the earth firm beneath your feet. Each step a declaration. I am here. I am ready. As you approach the fire, the flames greet you like old friends. This is the Great Spirit fire, the original spark of life. Its colors dance gold, red, violet, and a mysterious purple flame flickering at the center. This purple flame is the flame of cleansing and transformation. Offer into this fire any perfectionism, self-doubt, or fear that keeps you from action. See these limitations as smoke lifting gently into the night and released into the stars. Feel the weight of those limitations just lift off you, and feel the freedom that comes as the old stories burn away. Just feel that embodied awareness and sense of lightness within you as you release and burn away in the fire any limitations, any worries and stresses and fears that have been limiting you and holding you back from realizing your full potential. And as you watch that burn away, and through the ash and coals forms the fertile soil beneath the fire, underneath that hearth fire. Through that fertile, dark, rich soil, you notice a small seed. The seed holds the blueprint of your next chapter, your bold beginning. Bring the seed gently to your heart and feel its pulse matching your own. Feel the power of that life force energy within you beating with each pulse. Feel that transferring into the seed. Whisper an intention into your seed. This could be the one action you choose, or this is the life I claim. Whatever intention you'd like to cultivate for this new phase, this new cycle ahead, whisper that intention and power and feel your seed fill with that power and potential. And when you're ready, plant the seed into the glowing earth beneath the fire. And as it settles, you start to see the roots reaching down, shoots rising upwards, sprouting in moonlight. This is the symbol of new life, new growth, new courage. Now place your palms over your solar plexus and silently repeat or say aloud. Sometimes saying it aloud can add even more power and weight to this. And you're going to give yourself a mantra to anchor your power. You could use any of these. I ignite, I act, I trust the fire within. I am the spark. I begin now. Or allow your own words to emerge. Let the mantra pulse with each heartbeat, feeding your inner flame. Feel the power of the mantra grow. Now bring one hand to the heart, maintaining the other hand on the solar plexus, and visualize golden light rising from the core and on up into your heart. Feel this beautiful open channel of power merging with the courage and compassion and action with love. Breathe it in deeply and feel this merging of courage with compassion, action with love, and feel this, the warmth of this fire start to spread outwards beyond your body, connecting with every soul gathered in this circle. Every soul connected through your lineage. Every soul connected in this cosmos. And as you see this beautiful warm flame trickle out to touch the hearts of everyone, you start to form a web of flame across the earth. Together, we raise the collective energy of new beginnings. Feel the power of the collective energy being raised right now. The collective action being taken. Connect in with the power of that and feel elevated. Feel your consciousness rise and expand into this unified field of oneness. And let it fill you with joy and heart open expansion and courage. Know that you are not alone. You are not alone in this fight. You are not alone in your struggles. You are not alone in your pain. You are safe. You are ready. And together we raise and rise together with this fire connecting us, this fire in our hearts, this creative fire of passion and purpose and integrity. And here we boldly step through the threshold into the new world, into the new realm, into a new you. Come to your breathing. Slow your breathing as you start to integrate this and return back to your body. See that ceremonial fire gently dimming, leaving a steady glow inside you. And know that this spark remains. It will guide your next steps. And you can connect in with that flame, with that inner fire at any time. You are connected at all times to this sacred fire, to the Great Spirit. Take a deep breath in and a long exhale out. Anchor that into your body. And as you wiggle your fingers and toes, when you're ready, you can open your eyes, carrying the fire forward in action, in confident action, in grounded action. Thank yourself for taking the time to rest your nervous system, to reset, and to consciously cultivate the intention and awareness needed to walk forward with clarity in this new cycle, with confidence. This Aries moon calls you not just to dream, but to begin, to take that first step of action, to initiate, to start the idea. So if you've had this idea, this business idea or a project idea or something that you've been wanting to do for a long time, but you've been putting it off, or you've been in this story of imposter syndrome or not feeling worthy or seen or heard, then now is the time to release that and take that first bold step of action towards your dreams. And if you feel like you need any guidance or support, I'm here to help you. I have spaces open for October for one-on-one coaching and holistic counseling, and even things like tarot and oracle card readings, even body work and somatic practices that can really help you to ground and anchor this new reality and these new seeds of intention and awareness into your practical reality. And that includes strategic planning and business and action planning tools that can really be a pragmatic framework and roadmap for you to really anchoring your intentions into the real world with grounded clarity and intention on your next step and your next direction. So if you're looking or have been calling in guidance and support and needing that anchoring and that accountability, then I'm here for you for whatever it is that you need. And the time is now. I think taking that one bold, imperfect action, letting go of this story of perfectionism and taking massive, imperfect action, that will take you that next step closer. And I challenge you all, what is one step or one action that you can take in the next 24 hours, no matter how small, to honor that seed of intention that you've planted? The fire is within you. The time is now. Thank you all for listening. And I'd like to also offer some grounding activities and journaling prompts to help you to anchor this in as well. So some of the journal prompts that I thought would be really beautiful to practice in ritual. So you might want to take some time to sit and do the guided meditation, and then find a candle and light a flame or light a fire somewhere if you have a fire, or somewhere out the back, somewhere where you can commune with the great spirit of fire, and grab a pen and paper and you can journal what perfectionism or fears of failure are you ready to release? What action is calling to you now, even if it feels imperfect? And something that I love, a little kind of quirky left brain, right brain activity with these, particularly with journaling prompts. It's really interesting sometimes to write in the opposite hand, write your answer in the opposite hand, because it actually, what it does is it turns off your thinking brain, or rather it focuses your brain where, because you're not quite able to write as quickly as your brain does, it offers this really potent time for reflection and getting out those like clear, concrete words onto paper. But you notice this thought patterns and thought dialogues in your brain as well as you're writing, and it helps you to switch over into more of this right brain, creative, intuitive channeling thinking that opens you up to the kind of energetic field that sometimes we don't always have access to because we're clouded by these different programs, or, you know, even clouded by stress or overwhelm or whatever it is that's going on in our life that's getting in the way from allowing you to step into these times of opening your channel and becoming attuned and aware to the field, this cosmic consciousness and awareness of the field that's going on around you. And then I would offer or open an option to burn what you've written and release it into the fire and release that into the ether, into the cosmos, to the great spirit, to seal that ritual process and seal that prayer and that blessing. You can also step into the activation of the mantra and activation of this intention by speaking it aloud, or through your writing process. You can really activate it with your voice. And the power of prayer and the power of mantra is not to be underestimated, because what you're doing is you're actually repatterning and rewiring your neural pathways in your brain and in your body to align with that mantra or align with the energy of what it is that you'd like to cultivate. So the more and more you step into the embodied awareness of the reality that you're trying to create, the more likely it is to manifest energetically, because you're aligning your vibrational frequency with the energy of what it is that you're dreaming in. So sometimes it's really powerful to do these sorts of things in the mirror as well. I often find myself coming back to the mirror as a powerful practice for stepping into my leadership and my confidence and my self-esteem, in a way, my power, my integrity and my personal power, and standing in who it is that I am, in this energy of being seen. And when you're able to really witness and see yourself in your own imperfection, then there's a lot of power in the humility of that, because it allows us to walk forward with authenticity, which is one of the most powerful vibrational frequencies that we can align ourselves to. And then to come to sort of seal it all in and bring it in, you can create a new commitment for yourself. And then also doing these collective practices of fire. You can do these fire cleansing visualizations with imagining that your whole body is engulfed in flames to transform and transmute energy. And that allows this space, energetic space, to become cleansed and cleared. Or you can also use the power of fire in ritual and ceremony, as I said here, in your journaling practices. But you can also use things like smoke medicine and smudging and fire in that way to sort of cleanse and clear space as well. And that, coupled with some of the spring cleaning, clearing, decluttering and physical decluttering of your space, can go really well hand in hand. You know, things like doing like feng shuiing your house, you know, and that can be an action step that you take this week that helps you to take one step closer towards your dreams, because you're literally clearing energetically and physically the mental and physical and emotional clutter in your space and in your psyche. So those sorts of practices can be really powerful. And then these collective energy raising things like chanting or breath work, or that particularly breath of fire is a really potent one, or even some like simple hand to heart activations. And then I think, or like for me, the power of gratitude and grounding things in gratitude is a beautiful way to integrate, you know, and sitting in the silence and the stillness of the deep depths of gratitude that we can embody is a beautiful reminder for us of an energy that we can take into our lives. So I hope you've enjoyed this video today. I wanted to just, yeah, sort of go a little bit deeper and not just offer a meditation, but also offer some different practical tools and rituals and activities that can help us to charge it up and activate it as well. So many moon blessings to you all in this very potent, fiery time and almost chaotic time. So I hope some of these things can offer some respite and offer a place of space and freedom in your minds and bodies to come back to those moments of stillness and rest and conscious, powerful clarity and clear intention in your action making as well. So thank you. Many blessings.